What is going on, Cupbangers? Today is the day I finally get to drive the goddamn LT right behind me. And I know it sounds weird. I got it last Wednesday, and I had to wait until now because I had to get out of town. Now we get to the real deal. We're going to drive it on the street a little bit, but this car would be mostly enjoyed in the canyons as per every single thing that I've seen on the car. So let's go do that, yo. All right. Oh, know what they say, hon? Hit it, Pedro! Alright, so this is really hard because obviously I'm just getting in the car. I've never done a video before where I just get in the car and give you guys impressions. I normally drive the car a little bit before I do it. I'm literally just finding out how the car feels, how it drives, how everything works right now. So let me start with the beginning. The outside, the look of the car. I think this one alone might be the best looking one in the garage. I think it looks mean as hell and menacing in black. I really do love the interior, all Alcantara. I love Alcantara and carbon fiber, and this is filled with that. So there's that. Orange, I love orange because he's bright and annoying like someone I know. So that goes really, really well. The first thing I noticed when I got in the car is there's a lot of things you need to learn when jumping in one of these cars. It's not as easy to figure out as every other brand, obviously, because we've used the other brands way more. But this is pretty much a P1 setup. I've used the P1 more than any other McLaren. Thanks to a few of my friends. And it's a lot like the P1. Even the noise, it's pretty similar to the P1. I haven't pushed it at all, so I cannot hear the turbo. But interior quality, it's insane. The seats are a bit uncomfortable, just like in the 918. I will need my 918 pillow here because I know my back's going to be killing me very, very soon. Number one thing I noticed when I get in the car, how annoying it is for you to lift the car or put it down, to use the lift for the nose or bring it down. It takes forever. You need to access it in the menu and then go select, and then it takes its sweet time. 2, steering. Holy shit, this is the best steering experience I've had in a very long time. The car is very, very tight. There's no bullshit moving. Every time you move the wheel, the car will respond properly. It feels very, very tight, which is great. The ride is actually pretty good. I'm going through Highland right now here in LA, and look at this. I mean, this is shit. This is incredible. I mean, you guys are probably shaking like a mofo. But that's incredible. Noise. It's a 3.8 liter V8 engine that they use, twin turbo. And you would think that wouldn't rumble, that wouldn't anything. No, completely the opposite. It feels like a race car. It's like, brrr. When I got in the car, I told Pedro that the camera was shaking way too much, and I'm scared that everything is gonna be vibrating, if that makes any sense. So, damn. First impressions on the road? Pretty damn nice. It's spacious even though it's comfortable though, and cozy at the same time. So if you're driving with someone here, it's a big dude, you guys are gonna be touching each other a lot. That's not bad. That's really not bad. All the controls or the everything are easy to figure out. You do need to spend some time with the car. I'd say probably a little bit more than you would with any other brand. I was able to connect my Bluetooth, no problem, really simple. Everything is pretty damn nice. So let's see what he can do in the canyons, because this might be a little too boring for this car. All right, as we're heading up right now in the mountain to really rip it, let's talk about some specs, because we need to know that in order to see at least what I'm thinking that I'm gonna get right out of this car. So this is the McLaren 675 LT. LT obviously stands for long tail. 675 stands for the amount of horsepower of the car. Obviously, it depends on how you measure them. Normally, to normal horsepower, that's 666, which is not a good number of horsepower or of anything. The car is extremely light, which is always great. Power to weight ratio, always on point. That propels the car from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat. That's what the claims are on the car. Rear wheel drive car. The torque doesn't come all the way from first gear. They cut about 20% off the torque on first gear, and the reason why they do that is so that whenever the car takes off, you don't get stuck trying to figure out how to grab the tail. So avoid skidding. That's why they cut the torque. That's why the Mercedes SLS, the Black Series, that's what they did on that car. They brought down the torque, and Jesus, what a weapon that is. But we're sitting here in the McLaren, and so far, I'd say so good. Full disclosure, I've driven an MP4 12C and I've driven a 650 before. The MP4 didn't feel anything like this. The 650 is really close in a way. Obviously, this one feels like it has more power right off the bat. There's no way you can't feel that difference. The suspension, the quality, right? By the way, this is the hardcore car from McLaren compared to the ACR, which is the first, the direct competitor that I have and that I've driven and I'm very familiar. This rides like you're driving on butter, basically, because it's so smooth compared to that beast. That's just stiff, stiff, stiff. Like a 12-year-old at a Britney Spears concert back in 1999. Oh, the brake feel, by the way. The P1 has my favorite brake feel of all the three cars, of the three hypercars. This one has an incredible brake feel. I hated the way the brakes worked on the 12C, or the way they felt. I don't know if at some point they changed or not, but I drove one of the first ones and I hated the brakes. Sitting position is great. Visibility is great. The only thing is the back, I'll complain about that. When the wind comes up, you can't see shit. But other than that, all around, it's really, really good. It's so tight, Jesus Christ. The control you have over the car, I would compare it mostly to the 458 Speciale because I just drove that. But even then, the Ferrari doesn't feel like this. You need to find the space to pull over and put the camera on, feel the acceleration for real, see what the car can do without cars in front of me. Baby! Okay, there we go. All right, here we go to piss everyone off. All right, now we're in sport mode, second gear. Let's do this. Crazy the amount of speed that you can carry, and the car doesn't feel like it'll throw you away because of the momentum. It'll actually change direction with you. Holy shit. Actually, just by driving this, I'm actually very confident that this thing is gonna whoop every single other car out there. Not a chance that Lamborghini is gonna be like this. Not a chance that ACR is gonna drive like this. Not a chance, not a chance. I have an ACR, there's no way you can be faster than this. This is a proper computer that's a car to go fast. That's fucked up. Oh, now we have a G-Wagon in front of us. Doesn't matter. Take the time. Downshifting, feeling the car. God, it's so quick and so refined. It feels like McLaren's been making cars for 100 years. It really, really does. Production street vehicles, of course. And they have not. This is very impressive. So for some of you guys that don't know, this is what the Speciale is to the 458. The LT is the hardcore, more racy version of the 650S by McLaren. Right in between the P1 and the 650S. And does it feel that way? It fucking certainly feels that way. Look at that. I know. Oh man, I love these brakes. I love these damn brakes. The steering on this car alone will make you fall in love with it right away. I haven't driven a car that steers this nicely, at least feels like this good, so quickly. Man, this is fucked up. I really like the car, and if I end up liking it, I'm most likely just gonna order a Spider and sell this one, because why not? But if not, we'll see. We'll see how it stacks up against the other ones on the track. To be honest with you, having a Speciale or a 488 compared to this one, I would say this one right off the bat, just simply because of the way it looks, the way it drives. I can't imagine. I actually driven the Ferrari, so no, I don't feel like it drives better than this, at least to my tasting. Obviously, naturally aspirated engine sounds way, way better than this one, but it doesn't even matter. I think if you mess with the turbos, you can get that P1 noise, obviously, with the exhaust valves, right? Right, car people? You guys would know. What the fuck do I know? I'm just a Mexican guy driving a car. Acceleration feels really, really fast. I haven't really given it the full enchilada, so... dude, the way this corners... Do I know where I'm going? No. Does that matter? Yes. Wow, there's people right there. Do you even apex, bro? Because I certainly don't. Dude, it feels like it's sticking to the ground. It's not normal. This feels like ACR grip. And if it has ACR grip with this much power and that little weight, sequential gearbox obviously, I think my ACR is going to be done on the track, but I really do think the ACR would play second. That SV is not going, no way. I haven't driven it, but I hope it surprises me like this one. Oh, baby! So a couple cops, we're not gonna push it too much because of that. Oh! So we're getting out of the canyons now. Just do a quick run on Mulholland. This is where Jay Leno comes and drives his cars every now and then and gets pulled over. Gonna give it a nice rip here on the street. There's a nice straight coming up and see how that feels, where it's kind of safe. Ready? That was actually really weird because I thought the car wasn't accelerating and I was going very fast, very fast. Does that make sense? Holy shit! Oh, Pedro's not gonna be happy with me when I come home and tell him that I want this. Well, I want to keep this. Actually, that's not true. Pedro's not gonna care. My wife is gonna murder me. Honestly, McLaren, what a beautiful package you put together. What a beautiful package you put together. I think I need to do a proper video on everything the car is, does, and whatnot. This was just way too rushed. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I really, really like the car. I am honestly trying to find excuses for me to buy a P1 instead of this, and I'm not saying I will. I'm just saying, why wouldn't anyone not get one of these if they couldn't get a P1? What? It's not like you drive this Speciale and you go, oh wow, well, couldn't buy the damn LaFerrari, so this is good. And I'm not bashing on Ferrari, guys, because a lot of you guys go, oh, shots fired. Nothing. It just, I don't know if McLaren is really trying hard, like really fucking hard to prove themselves, or if this is just a walk in the park for them, because this is a very good all-around car, but an incredible fast car. So if you like driving, I don't understand how anyone would be upset that the engine is not a naturally aspirated engine. I think this is a little gem. I mean, I need to use it more, but I really like it. What do you guys think? What do you think of the 675? Do you think it's better to just get a 650 for like $200,000? Great value, by the way. So that really opens up that question. What would you rather get? A 650 for $200,000, one of these for $390, because that's around what they are, $390,000, $400,000. It's a great, great package, all in one. Damn. All right, Playboys, I'm gonna leave you with that. Which one would you take up the line? 675, 650S, so there's no substitute. You need to get a P1. Obviously, theoretical money. Some of you lucky bastards that have that option, good for you. Woo, McLaren. I hope this doesn't break down and doesn't depreciate like a motherfucker while I have it, but I'm totally kidding. Wow. Well done, McLaren. Well done. All right, Cupbangers. See you next time.